FBA, the Foundation of Black American. These niggas ain't involved in nothing outside. They ain't doing shit outside. They on the internet looking for niggas that look just like them to degrade and call tethers all day. I don't see these niggas doing no work against none of these fucking Nazis, none of these fucking Klansmen, nothing. All I see is the niggas calling out other black people all day. That's divisive as fuck. Questioning niggas. Where you from? Where was you born? Nigga gotta show you your freedom papers? Damn, massa. I gotta show you the freedom papers? Who's these niggas on this tag? Bunch of motherfucking Stevens over there trying to check a nigga blood. Wanna check a nigga papers. Sound like ICE. Another 3-letter organization. Healing and perspective or hate speech and fear mongering. But a lot of us only know how to be in community with abusers. So when niggas start talking about healing, when niggas start talking about organization, we start talking about inclusion, we start talking about mass communal practices. You've never seen that. That's not your experience. That's not where you feel comfortable. Calling niggas names, checking niggas verification. What hood is this? What hood is that? Now, if we was gangbanging and killing each other, it would be a problem. But it's not a problem when a nigga asks where you from and it's on the internet. And it's on the basis of a culture that we created out of oppression. You don't want to let other niggas participate in your culture because they come over here and degrade him. And you know the business of colonization better than anybody. These niggas is brainwashed. I'm not going back and forth with no nigga that come here from another country in search of the American dream when I know this shit is a nightmare. I'm not going back and forth with no nigga that think he finna get some favors from any white people. I see you niggas that's born in America do the same shit. Michigan head coach, that nigga ain't no tether. Stephen A. Smith ain't no motherfucking tether. How many niggas have we seen tap dance and degrade black people that are from America, born in America? When niggas do it from abroad, I don't say it's an issue with them. I know that they're brainwashed by the system because they went through colonization over there just like we went through it over here. Why the fuck is they leaving Africa? Because Europeans are destabilizing their countries, inserting capitalist dictators, fascist dictators in more democratic socialist societies, toppling governments, and then sending the niggas fleeing. Where do they go? To America. And what do? They come through with their religious minds, with their colonized minds, and destable black American revolutionaries because they don't know no better. There's a bunch of niggas in America that don't know no better. They only are used to being in a community with abusers. We have been oppressed in this country for 400 years. Some of us don't know how it feels not to be oppressed. Some of you ain't comfortable if you're not oppressed. You've never created an idea of what freedom looks like for you. Black Americans, and I advocate for this, me and Big Cat are the blackest of black Americans. We are true to the black American experience. We are proud. We also understand that our story doesn't start here nor end here. The Panthers were Pan-Africanists. Marcus Garvey was a Pan-Africanist. All the leaders and things that came before you that gave the blueprint to feel revolutionary were also thinking about global movements, mass communal practices instead of micro movements.
Damn, dude went out, didn't he? Shout out to Deante Kyle, man. Shout out to that brother. But I just want to say this to him. I understand when people see Foundation of Black Americans or what everybody know, FBA, right? And I know when they see us, you know, we talk crazy to the immigrants, you know, like the Africans, the Caribbeans, the Mexicans, the immigrant groups, the refugees, the migrants that come over here. You know, I know when people see, they like, damn, man, these people are so goddamn hostile towards these people. But it's a reason why. For years, these people been anti-black towards us. For years, and we let it pass. Just similar to what you want us to still do, just let it pass. Because basically, from your video, it sounds like you said they don't know no better. Because they come from countries, they dumb as hell, blah, 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 blah. But maybe my comprehension skills was off. But it seems like you do know they come over here and disrupt things for black Americans, correct? It sounds like that's what you said. And if I'm wrong, somebody in the comments, please correct me if I'm wrong. But that's what it sounds like. So you do understand why we coming at them, but you just saying like, hey man, these some third worlders, they don't know no better. Y'all should just allow them to do this. You know what I'm saying? And it sounds like you want us to be Pan-African. Pan-African is dead, homie. Pan-African is dead. It does not do anything for us as black Americans. It does not do anything for us at all. Tell me how Pan-Africanism benefited us as black Americans. Tell us that. I would love to know if you can give me some things that how it benefited me from a nigga from Mississippi. Please tell me that. I would love to know. Then you mentioned some other things about the Michigan head coach and Stephen A. Smith not tethers. They are tethers. They're not black American. They're not descendants of emancipated people on this land. That Michigan head coach that was caught up with that white woman and Stephen A. Smith, they are tethers. They are tethers, man. And you can't trust people like that. We seen what Stephen A. Smith, how he degrade black American athletes. We see how he tiptoe and coon for white folks. We see that. He's a tether, man. He's a tether. I'm sorry. I'm totally sorry about that. Then you mentioned the Black Panther Party. The Black Panthers were strictly for black Americans. That's why it was formed to protect us as black Americans. And I'm going to tell you where they fucked up at. Where they fucked up at is allowing all these immigrant groups to come into the organization. That's when all the fetish shit started happening with the organization. I'm not saying there was no black American ops that was against it, but there was a lot of immigrants inside the Black Panther Party, and that's one of the reasons why it failed also. Okay? Then you mentioned Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey wasn't shit. You think Marcus Garvey was for us? You really think Marcus Garvey was for us? He was cool with a KKK member that was cool with Walter Plecker. Now, if you know who Walter Plecker is, he reclassified my people, the indigenous people on this land, the black people, the people that are not Africans. I know you don't believe it, and I get it. Listen, I get it. Now, from what they say you're mixed. They say you're black and white. You're a mixed breed kid. So you don't understand what it is to be a full-blooded nigga, but you is a half a nigga. Now, I give you that. But you a mixed breed child. You a mixed breed kid. You a mixed breed man. So you probably wouldn't understand it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Marcus Garvey was aligned with people that knew Walter Plecker. Walter Plecker even was saddened when they shipped that man out from America. Marcus Garvey wasn't for black folks. It was black folks from Mississippi that did not want to go back to Africa. They knew we wasn't from Africa. Jamaicans didn't even want Marcus Garvey over there. They knew he was a scoundrel. He wasn't shit. I don't know why I'm just not a Marcus Garvey fan, because he wasn't shit. Writing letters to the KKK, telling how black Americans I'm just paraphrasing, how we ain't shit, how we lazy, how we don't do nothing. Man, all that shit. Pan-Africanism is gone, bro. It's gone. And I understand you roll for the Democrats. So it's a lot of Democratic talking points. You got the Democratic tone. You're a young man, so you speaking with a certain type of, let's say, vernacular to reach the young people. And I think you're doing a great job at it. But don't lie. Don't lie. And black Americans been stepping on shit. See, when you hear FBA, for me personally, it's a social media thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just something to identify, to draw the line in the sand. Just like Solon, Freeman, slave descendants, Gullah Geechees, whatever you want to call yourself. But as long as you descendants of emancipated people, that's all that matters to me. When I walk out this door, people ain't saying, hey man, you FBA? Nah, man, we understand we are black Americans. And there are black Americans that's running down, or as we call them, FBAs that's running down on people. We had the brothers in Cincinnati ran down on Peckerwoods out there. That KKKs that came out there. Those was black Americans. There wasn't no Africans. As a matter of fact, the Africans there's an immigrant, I think I'm going to say they're Caribbean or Africans, that was a block away from that happening. Where was they at? Where was they at? They wasn't nowhere to be found. It was black Americans that stood tall. You got brothers and sisters in New York and in California that's changing things, how we classify ourselves. That's what we're doing. That's what black Americans are doing. As you want to say FBA, we got sisters out here that's in New York fighting for our reparations, making sure it's lineage based. We doing things. We have black Americans just on a smaller level that's working within the community to help young black men and black women out here. That's a plethora of people, even including myself. I work with the young niggas out here. I do that. I don't talk about it. I don't talk about it. We got people that's running for office that's claiming FBA now. They were going to put money behind. There's a lot of things that's manifesting for us as black Americans right now. And it's fine that we are walking away from the Democratic Party. That's all it is. It's the Democratic thing. We ain't no Republican. Well, I'm not a Republican, nigga. See, the difference between me and you, I'm not a Democratic hoe and I'm not a Republican hoe. I don't hoe for these parties. You get what I'm saying? These parties are negative for us as black people. And I would love for you to talk about how negative those white folks is in the Democratic Party. Get your money though, pimping. Get your motherfucking money. But don't lie on us, man. And do not lie on us. And for everybody that's saying FBA is the FBI and how we a hate group and blah, 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 blah. How we a hate group? We haven't hurt nobody. We haven't hurt nobody. Ain't no Africans or Mexicans being hung from trees. It's just not. And are you upset that we're sitting this one out fighting for these immigrants? Do you know how anti-black these people are? I would love for you to talk about how anti-black these Africans is, these Mexicans is, all these immigrant groups over here is. I understand what's going on in black America. We got our own shit popping. But talk about how those Africans, how these Caribbeans, how these Mexicans, how these Indians are anti-black towards us. Talk about that. But you're not. Because that's going to go against what you stand on. But I get it. You're a mixed breed. You ain't my kind of nigga. But you're entertaining, and I do enjoy some of your videos, man, and I think you do have some great insight on certain topics and subjects. But when it comes for strictly black American, nah, a mixed breed can't speak for me. I'm sorry. But shout out to my mixed breed, my mixed people. No offense to y'all. I do love y'all. I do have a mixed breed cousin that I do love tremendously also. And he don't act like that, but you know, he do sometimes. Karen and Todd do come out of him sometimes. And I had to be like, man, your white side of the family is tripping, man. Calm down. Calm that spirit down, man. Calm that white energy down from your side. But anyway, salute.